Yep. What's up? Person waiting. Oh yeah. We're in finally. A little bit late again, but we made it. Shit. So as you see with the title, we are doing TryHackME again because it's Wednesday. We try to do some blue team stuff every Wednesday. It's hot in here. Wow. So we're doing endpoint security. Did I say that? What did I say? I said seams and EDRs. I think I said it on the thumbnail. So we'll start with EDRs. Or endpoint security monitoring is what they have here. But generally, when you are in an organization, organizations have antiviruses, and they don't call them antiviruses because the function of it does more than just antivirus. It will allow you to remote inside the box. It's basically like a C2. Like if you want to be technical, like if you want to be honest, it's it sits on the box and it allows you to query it for certain things. Maybe you want to see if there's certain files on it, certain hashes, certain anything on the box, and that is your endpoint security monitor or your endpoint EDR, your EDR. And I guess it says it here. I guess we'll go. Let's go. So the ones that I'm most familiar with are in-game, which is now just Elastic. Let's see if I can Google that. Hope you got yourself gone. So, yep. I mean, I'm not going to show you in-game because it's, it is what it is, right? But in-game was a standalone product for a long time, and we use it a lot where I am, where I currently work. It's a dope tool or whatever the case, but just keeping in mind that in-game wasn't anything special other than being a EDR that you could just like log into and do some dope stuff. You can threat hunt on the box, which the way we threat hunt at work is we divide into kind of like two efforts, which are network focused and workstation and server focused. We're getting away from that, but as of right now, that's how we threat hunt. And keeping in mind, like threat hunting is not incident response. Incident response is, of course, something happened, which we'll get into that in this series. Threat hunting is proactive, meaning that you're going after it before somebody tells you that you've been hacked, because we all know that hackers defeat what we like our defenses, right? And so those are the types of things that we go against. So just understanding that. Core Windows processes, TCP view, Process Explorer. All of these are sys internals tools, which, believe it or not, like they make good red teaming tools as well. All red teaming tools make good blue teaming tools, and vice versa. Because I promise you, they all accomplish the same goals. If I'm on a box, right, and I want to see what, you can read it. TCP view. What is the normal process of services.exe? Is that service host? I don't know. I'm just guessing here. No, this isn't right. No, that ain't right. Services.exe comes from win and it, I think. Yes. Damn, I knew that off the top of my head. Win and it. When in it. What is the name of the network tool? That's TCP view. Well, there you go. So, I know I'm really like I'm nice with the red team stuff, but like the actual blue team stuff, I'm really good at. So OS query it's funny that this comes up because there is a very little known way of threat emulation and red teaming called traitorware. And with traitorware, you as a red teamer or as a hacker, you compromise the blue team tools. And OS Query is one of those tools that you could absolutely compromise. I'm not going to get into it here, but just know that if as a red teamer, if I compromise OS Query, you won't know it because it's your tool, and you'll say, "Oh, that's fine. That's what we use." When in reality, I've taken full control of it, right? Or I put it on your box, and it's my own, and it's reporting back to me. But yeah, as you see, Facebook made it, and when Facebook made it, I think people rushed to try to like take over it because people have this visceral hate for Facebook. So as soon as Facebook made it, okay, bet, owned, right? So I don't know what's up with that, but that's how that went. What is a PowerShell commandlet? I know that. I think I have a query that cyber. What? That cyber investigation is red teaming or blue teaming. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You have a query that they're investigating. Yeah. So this is the actual PowerShell commandlet. I don't know what they're talking about. So get event logs or get win event. Both of these work. Or whatever. What query is that, man? I'm curious. We'll keep going though. I thought this was awesome, bro. I thought this was absolutely awesome. I hate to derail the live stream really quick, but yo, these are two people, and say what you want. These two people that I really look up to. Like this dude, I feel like my style of teaching, my style of the way that I care for the game and what I do directly, well, I don't say directly, but it matches this guy and how he is. I'm not as smart as this dude, but I like this dude, man. And then with him working with Elon Musk and beefing at one point, and then now they're like on teams trying to fix Twitter. I thought that was absolutely awesome. So good luck to George Hotz and Geo Hotz. If you don't know who Geo Hotz is, please look him up. He's not necessarily a security researcher, although he did jailbreak his iPhone at 17. He's his latest and most known projects is AI and making cars drive themselves, which is my next venture. It's going to be my next big thing is the AI stuff. What was I going with that? I just derailed the whole live stream for what? It'll probably come back to me. I don't know. Provide the command used to enter the CLI. It's query. I was going to go to the internet for something and then I stopped for some reason. EDR mean endpoint detection and response is the correct terminology. Let's see if it. Yep. So a lot of stuff, like in addition to TryHackME, like coming in clutch with a lot of this. Do I have to view the site? Okay. In addition to TryHackME just coming in clutch with a lot of technical stuff, which whatever the case, TryHackME, when you go through TryHackME, you'll learn how to talk. You understand what I'm saying? Like you'll understand the terminology. That is my weakness, is actually saying the right words for things. That's one of my weaknesses at work. Still, I'm stronger than most people as far as like knowing what I'm talking about, but still it is like, if I were to point out my weakness, it was like, it's stuff like saying the right terms for things. because I will screw it up. All right. Event correlation identifies significant relationships with multiple log sources. Ooh, yes, I know. Baselining. So baselining is don't want to get into this much because it's kind of like whatever the case, but baselining, you're taking what you're taking normal activity of your network or your words do mean things, and you will definitely get at some point it becomes in certain parts of the job it becomes more important than the technical skill. Not all the time, but like there will become that moment where it's like it's important to say the right thing, and if you screw that up, it has lasting repercussions. And I've been a part of that. And I do have a story actually. That's crazy. I have a story about that. So I was just on a regular threat hunt one day, and I got an alert in the EDR, as a matter of fact. And the EDR, it said like a little thing came up and it was like ransomware. And I looked at it and I was like, what the hell? yeah. And so I briefly looked into it, and then like the manager at the time, he's gone now, but the manager at the time was like, what's going on? I was like, sir, we just got hit with ransomware. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, we got hit with ransomware. And he was like, well, can you investigate more? And I was like, well, I could, but like I don't want to open this thing up and end up like infecting everyone. I just want to let everybody know that, we got ransomware. And so he immediately just writes it up. And once he writes it up, it's like people's hair is on fire. But the way that the words matter in this situation is, and I think TryHackME goes over it as well. There's a reporting process where you should go next. And this manager at the time went from, I wasn't supposed to talk to the manager to begin with. It was supposed to go to my next hire manager, which he was just curious and he saw it. But he just took it straight to the top. And so the moral of the story there is like, with him understanding words and reporting what things mean and things like that, we got in a lot of trouble when we got our hands smacked. And so when I came back to work the next day, like people made fun of me for crying wolf there. I don't know. You just have to be there. It was a lot funnier because like at the time, like my little group or whatever the case, like we really like were hard on each other, made fun of each other. But yeah, no ransomware. It turns out that the organization had a way of zipping files automatically that was very suspicious. That looked suspicious, but it was fine. Damn. All right. So provide the flag for simulated investigative activity. Yeah, it was very embarrassing though, because no one understood the next step or how to write the report in a way that wouldn't make anyone panic. Yes, definitely. Provide the flag for the simulated. What? We have tackled. Now how do you do that? Identify the abnormal process running. You may open the baseline document. Beacon.exe? What do you mean? It says beacon.exe, bro. Damn, it changed on me. All right. Based on your identified malicious process, determine the malicious traffic. This one. Find all machines affected using the discovered IP address and eradicate the threat. I think just make it like super simple, like you're actually doing something here. Like basically baby walking yourself. There's a piece of that story that I'm missing that was very hilarious, and I'm not thinking. Remediate. You have successfully eradicated the flag. You may get your reward. I'm gonna think about it and come back later. But yeah, I don't know where I was gonna go somewhere with that. Moral of the story though, there is like I guess there's two parts to that. Write your reports properly so that you don't freak anyone out. And then also, what was the second thing? Don't just say, okay, well, EDRs say a lot of stuff. To be fair though, that EDR at the time was like, even though like the reason why it triggered was because it wasn't properly tuned, but like even if it's not, it shouldn't just be like ransomware like that, because ransomware is like ransomware and stealing company data. The two biggest things that you don't want to see come across your EDR, because that's it. Like that's going to set off a chain of events and you might be working really late. Yet that was one of the things that came up. Go figure. All right, so let's go into sysinternal. Oh, we just did sysinternals. We did some of sysinternals. Do we have to use them? When did Microsoft acquire the sysinternals tool? So the story about sysinternals is pretty neat. The guy, Mark Rasonovic, he created sysinternal tools. Just like I'll make sure I'm getting this story right. He created the tools because he wanted to. Let me see. Many headlines when reported Sony embedded rootkits into their music CDs. Duh. Internal tools and this tool. So this has a mouthful, but basically Mark Rasonovich made sysinternals without Microsoft to do stuff like look for rootkits and stuff. Microsoft said, man, that's real dope, bro. Do you want a job? And I guess Mark Rasonovich was like, yes. And so I don't know if he still works there, but I thought that was a very inspiring story where it's like, he's doing something just for the love. And then they're like, bro, this is, more. Like he knew at the time, knew more about Windows than they did. And there's a reason for that. It's not because the people at Microsoft are incompetent. Maybe they are, I don't know. But do I remote? Oh, I get to remote desktop into something. That's dope. The thing about Windows is as they continue to come out with more and more, our desktop, as they come out with more and more versions, all they do really is just stack registries on top of each other. Like that's essentially what it is. They're stacking like, I don't know why that does that. X3 RDP. So Windows, I'm sure, still has like code from Windows 3.1 in it. It's like they keep stuff and then they add new stuff. So they never throw anything away. So and the reason I bring that up, where was I going with that? Oh, and so as people come in and out of Microsoft, they don't know, about some of those old legacy things that are in registry still. And so over time, it becomes huge technical debt on everybody. And so you may work at Microsoft for 10 years and still not know more than a guy that is not working there or never worked there. It is what it is. What is this saying? I mean, you don't really have to know information like that, but it's good to know, right? I'm really curious to know why my R desktop isn't working, because I don't really like this tool. What is it? Is it you? Look at this weird ass syntax, man. Administrator P. Let me in. 1, 2, 3, bang. Is that it? Certificate verification failure, whatever. All right, there it is. I need to come up with a commander thing for that because I don't like that syntax. All right. Login failed. Bro, don't tell me that. Oh, well, I'm logged in, so I don't know what they're talking about. All right. Yeah, I know quite a bit about like, and it's not because like I'm smart or nothing. It's because like trial and error and like long ass nights, bro. Early ass mornings, long ass nights. Not because like I grew up in some kind of genius. Nah. I can't make this bigger, so you're gonna have to work with me here. My bad, bro. All right, let's keep going. When did Microsoft acquire the sysinternals tools? When is that? Now that I don't know. Oh, 2006. So I did want to also say something else. So you see, it says Semantic was using rootkit-like technology. All of them do. You can increase the test type by using size equals 90. Bro, you guys know a lot of stuff. You guys know 90%. Like that? Hopefully, yes. Oh, that's super huge, but I guess. Oh, but that just, I mean, the letters are still mad small, bro. Yeah. I don't know. That's still super small here. Let's see if we can do something with the resolution. Can't be changed. You're just gonna have to deal with that. It is small, bro. But yeah, Semantic uses rootkit-like technology. Let me tell you, all of them do. When EDRs and antiviruses start up, you will see them show up in the startup processes, which is very dangerous. But they have to do what they have to do. I don't know why. Yes, we did that. Install. I have to install it, bro? No, we don't want to do that. What is the last tool listed within the sysinternal suite? Last tool listed. What type of question is that, bro? Yes. That syntax is not intuitive, especially with those slashes. Like, who comes up with a tool like that? Like, you see all of these flags that like people normal Linux tools use, and then you come up with slashes. It's like, go figure. Last tool listed is VM map. I've never even heard of that. The VM map. Oh, that is not correct. What was that? Last tool listed. Oh, is it here? Zoom it. So I was talking about, yeah, that's it. So I was talking about AI and machine learning earlier. I'm going to, like, right after this, I'm starting to study deep learning and TensorFlow and PyTorch and all of that stuff. I'm not doing it on screen, or I'm not doing it on like live stream or whatever the case, because I'm giving myself a year to learn it. And once I do, that's going to become I'm going to section off a day to go over that, because, you know, I know like we have a lot of fun with cybersecurity, ethical hacking, etc. But I want to be ready in case all of this stuff switches. Machine learning within itself will never be a thing for cybersecurity, for ethical hacking, etc. If we're talking machine learning within itself, deep learning, on the other hand, yes, not a big difference there. I don't know if you guys even want to hear about that. What service needs to be enabled on the local host to interact with what? Net use? No. What service? Web client? How does that make? What is web client? What is that? What did I miss? Okay, maybe it's some kind of remote. Well, I don't know, something. I've never heard of that either, but it's dope. But yes, so machine learning would never be a thing for cybersecurity because there's just too many false positives there. But the way that deep learning can take over is, so with machine learning, you basically have nodes here, or you can picture nodes on one spot. I wish I had one of those writing things like Network Chuck. I wish I did. I think I'm gonna get one for Christmas, right? But you have neurons. No, I don't know what they call them. I'm gonna have to look that up. But you have like little cluster things here, and these are kind of like your raw data, and then you have layers. And in machine learning, you have one layer. And then within that layer, the thing that connects the two layers are weight and something else, right? And so I just been studying it a while, but I'm not like 100% like a professional on it yet. But that weight and bias. So that weight and bias together, depending on the math that you do there, places it either, allows it to go different places within your neural net. And then from there, with machine learning, it's only one layer, which they call it a hidden layer. Once it hits there, from there, it makes its decision on whether it wants to go to like dog or cat. Let's just say it's an image recognition thing, and it wants to determine whether it's a dog or cat, right? But that one layer isn't enough. So with deep learning, you do more than one layer to add more biases and more weight. And I still don't know it enough to demonstrate it. I just want you guys to know that I'm looking out for y'all. So, and we're gonna get through that together. So, each task within this room will focus on one or two tools per section, maybe more. All right. Again, the goal is to introduce you to the sysinternals tools. Far too many tools to go. Yeah. Sig check. What is the question? There's a text file on the desktop named file.txt. Using one of the three tools. I already know what this is. I'm not even gonna use those tools. I'm gonna use PowerShell, bro, because I'm a rebel. I don't even want to use your tools, bro. Let's do 200 here. Damn it. So I'll show you the PowerShell way here, and I'll show you. This isn't right. What am I doing? Buffer size. So I'm going to show you the PowerShell way to see alternate data streams. I should have the so you go to the desktop first of all, desktop, and then you have the file here. Cat file. Word? What do you mean doesn't exist? ls force. There it is. Okay, so it's there. So you just do get item file stream star. It says it doesn't exist. I see file here. ls file.txt. I guess they want the full thing. Damn, it's slow. All right. I don't see anything. Oh, here it is. So it has ads.text in it. How do you open it? So you just do, damn, that's slow. Get item. So red attackers and red teamers can hide like this as well in alternate data streams. Stream, and then you do what? Stream? That's what it says. No, that's not right. You do stream ads.text. I am hiding in the stream. So that's how you do it the PowerShell way. Submit. So there's another tool that I think they wanted us to use called what is this? Streams. It's installed. It is. So that's good. So clear. Let's do streams, and then we'll do, what was it? File.text. We'll just do, and I know you can't see that over there. Just do accept EULA right here. It's quiet live stream today. And there's the alternate data stream here. And then they don't tell you how to read it. I don't know what that is about, but whatever. We already read it, so we'll keep moving. Networking utilities. I don't know. I think we're not on EDRs anymore. This is an EDR, so I don't want to waste anyone's time here. System internals is not an EDR. I think I advertised this. There's another active shooter there. Just be prepared for that when you wake up in the morning and check your coffee and stuff. There's enough. Yeah, I said seams and EDR, so we're not going to go over sys internals anymore. We're gonna move on to sysmon, which is not really EDR, but it's relevant. I've done some of it already. Sysmon is super duper important if you want to be me. If you want to be in this field, if you want to do the things that I do, sysmon, bro. You can't just use event IDs. You have to know sysmon. So sysmon, it kind of side saddles with event IDs or Windows event IDs in a way, because sysmon is specifically focused on security. If you look into Windows event IDs, you'll see that there's application, system, and security. Well, let me tell you, security is crap. You're not going to get very far if you only have Windows event security event IDs, security Windows event logs. You're not going to get very far. You're going to know when somebody logged in, whoop-de-whoop. You're going to know when someone logged in with elevated privileges. Guess what? Machine accounts do that automatically all the time. So you're not going to get very far or very much from that. If you have sysmon and Windows event logs, now you're talking. So you have the event IDs. I'm not going to go over these too much. I'm just going to go over the ones that are most important to me. Event ID 1, process creation. So from here, I wish it showed it properly, but one of the data fields is command line condition. Now, so command line is very important when you're threat hunting, but on the back end of that, I guess everyone needs to know something, which is you can easily, if you have the time and if you have the, wherewithal, you can defeat this. You can defeat me on checking your command line. All you have to do is compile your binary so that everything that you would use in your arguments is already in your binary, right? So let's just say, for example, you had netcat on my box and I was hunting netcat. You don't want to use like the actual netcat. What you want to do is you want to compile a binary that's basically netcat, but all your arguments are hard coded in. Now you're probably thinking, okay, well, what if I need to change my IP, or what if I need to change my port? Well, you can kind of do that if you did some kind of standard in. You just have to be dedicated when it comes to software engineering and compiling your software. But there is a guy by the name of XCT, and he compiled his own, bro. RCAT, I think it's called. Yes. So what's good, man? What's up? I was just showing these guys argumentless netcat, basically. So you can make, if you download his tool, you have arguments. So RCAT has arguments, and then RCAT also has argument lists. If you want to hide, you want argument list binaries on that victim. And so he has all that for Linux and Windows. He went through the trouble. So if he went through the trouble, I guarantee you APTs are going through the trouble. Cyber criminals, not so much. Cyber criminal would just use plain as netcat. I'm gonna tell you right now, because I see how they move, I see how they work, and cyber criminals, like these ransomware groups, they just like I don't get it, because you would think they would have the money and the time and the motivation. Yes, he's dope. He's probably, no disrespect to IPSec, he's probably doper than IPSec, bro. It's like when people know about XCT, then I know that you're on another level. Like when people come in and say, "Oh, get IPSec is awesome" and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, like you're good, you're in it. But like when you know XCT, then now you dive deeper into it. And again, argumentless netcat. You want your malware to be argumentless for obvious reasons. Back to Sysmon though. This is one of the first event IDs that I'm going to look for Sysmon. Network connections are also very important. These network connections are going to link directly to a binary, so that's another way that I hunt. I guess they have all the important ones in here. Image loaded is another one, because now I'm looking for DLL injection, DLL hijacking, etc. I don't know why they call them an image. It should really be module loaded, but they call them images for whatever reason. Remote thread, I don't really care about remote thread because it's just whatever. File created is another one that I look for. Don't really too much look for event registry, because you can get very lost unless you know exactly what you're looking for. This is important when you want to see what downloaded. DNS event is super important, although whatever. So those are the important ones, minus the some of them. So that's Sysmon. So we're basically going over EDRs and seams. We're going over EDRs now, and I was just showing people Sysmon, just introducing people to Sysmon. What? Okay, so I don't know how to handle EVTX files on Kali. We would be going over Sysmon logs, but I don't know how to handle these. And I don't want to take it to my Windows. Damn, I want to do this so bad. Let me see how I can do this. EVTX files. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have to load up my Windows joint anyway. even though I definitely don't want to do this. And then notice how I'm a user. Like I just stopped putting my username in or whatever. So I'm gonna, damn, I don't want to do this. Really don't. Download. Can I get the, damn, no, I can't. PowerShell is available for Linux too. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are really crazy about PowerShell. At one point I was not really crazy about it anymore. I mean, it's still nice. But yes, PowerShell is a language that is not as useful on Linux, but it's still pretty dope. I can do a lot of stuff with PowerShell, bro. Probably more with PowerShell than any other language. I can just start now. I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna derail the live stream. But yeah, I'm super dope with PowerShell, bro. I only know very few people that are doper with PowerShell, but I don't really use it on Linux just because it and the reason is with different scripting languages. I'm looking at this right here because I have to download this EVTX file, which I don't want to do it. I'm gonna say that over and over again. But here it is. I'm gonna do this off screen because I don't know what I have in here. With the damn, let's get it out, bro. With Bash and Linux goes together. And then PowerShell and Windows go together. So if I'm doing some stuff on the box, whatever the case, if you're on Windows, you need to know PowerShell so that you can get through as easily as possible. I know that makes sense to everybody in the room, but just saying that again for dramatic effect there. And other than that, I don't really have a lot of use for PowerShell. If it's not like either hunting or hacking, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go with their syntax. So normally what you would do with EVTX file is you would either push that into Splunk, or you would just double click it and it would come up in your GUI. I'm not gonna do either of those. I'm gonna do this trusty dusty command here. Get win events and path filtering EVTX, and whoo, it's a lot, right? So all of these are objects, thankfully. How many event ID 3 events are in C users, blah blah blah, practice filtering, whatever. So you could, oh, damn. Because this is PowerShell, it's let me actually do PowerShell here in my, what? Come on, bro. Stop. How about that? I don't know what happened here, but it looks like, okay, we're good. Clear. So what you could do is get with an event path filtering, blah, 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 and make that into an object, and then you could count. So now it's counting all of the objects there, or all of the, what would these be considered? Items in the property. Items in, count is a property, and then that property is also an object. Believe it or not. So everything is an object. PowerShell commands are very complicated to me. Yeah, they can be. I think when you just like consider yourself there, like, incorrect. Are you serious? Oh, event ID 3 events. Okay, so we have to count those. So for this, it has to be a little bit more complicated. So get when event path filtering is an object, bro. And so objects have two things. Objects have properties, objects have methods. If it didn't have those, it wouldn't be an object. It would just be like data or some kind of command or some kind of whatever, but it's considered an object. So with that, you can access, well, first of all, I need to say get when event path filtering, EVTX, where object. I don't know the actual. Actually, first I need to pipe this into get member, which I don't need the shorthand here. People are trying to learn get member, and so it's going to give me all of the properties and methods of which I'm interested in properties right now of this. I'm thinking it's going to be ID. User ID, no. Provider ID, process ID, just ID. Yep. So clear. You do, so you can also do where object like that, but again, it's bad to shorthand when people are trying to learn. You do where object, and so this used to kill me when I was trying to learn PowerShell. This thing is just the this. So this is the object. This is the way that PowerShell depicts its objects. And then you access a property or method of an object with this, like that. So you're accessing the ID property, ID equals 3, boom. So you're only gonna get 3. So from there, you just put these in parentheses and then access the object of that object. I mean, the property of that property. Yeah. It is it gets complicated, but the awesome thing about it is it's all objects. And I know I've said that word a lot, but that's the power of PowerShell. That's what makes PowerShell better in a lot of ways than Bash. If everything in Bash was an object, bro, how did I get the same number? That's the same number, ain't it? 73. Not one. Yes. Yes, sir. But yeah. If everything in Bash was an object, which we probably should go on a journey to do that, it would be so much better. Like, think about it for a minute, right? Like if you had let's just say you had PS tech elf, right? You were just getting like, daemons and shit, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm always trying to work on the way that I explain things and serve you guys. So I appreciate that feedback. But if Linux and that the PS if the PS it's early. If that PS command was an object, if that produced an object, what you could do is say, all right, let me get PS tech elf, but let me only get the users. Or let me only get the, let me show it to you so it doesn't get confusing. I think you guys get it, but I just want to like hammer this point home. The reason why PowerShell is so awesome. This was PS tech elf. You will be able to like just say, what do we have at the top? Let me get PS tech elf, but then let me only get the CMD, or let me get the only get the TTY, right? Now, you can do this, but not in an easy, understandable way. And this is not an object. This is just like, comes out as a blob of text. So, yes. So, get when event. I'm going to type it in. So, $ equals get when event. Whoa. Okay, so let's go back. So basically, again, you start with get when event because this is like a commandlet or whatever the case. And then you'll do your, so typically when you do get when event, it'll be something like get when event log type, I think. I don't know. Not log name. It'll be log name security. And then you could just do like, and this will give you like the security logs. Now I'm not going to expose my security logs because, for obvious reasons, right? Let's just do application. So that is basically a commandlet, but you, the minimum requirements for get when event To break that out, you just do where object. Oh, I get what you mean. Oh, I get what you meant. So yes, so this basically, yeah, you're right on that. So this is basically this. Yes. So you're right on that. And then yeah. So this is basically this is what I'm trying to say there. And then everything else should be self-explanatory. I see what you meant now. I'm understanding your comment. So I never even dived deep into that as far, but you might be correct on that. I just always considered this whole little these three little characters as just that, but you might be right on your assumption there. I can't tell you. I just know that this is the result of that. And so, yeah, I think you have the right idea. I just can't confirm if all of that makes sense. I do know though that you can't just be like where object you can't just switch it up and just say like file dot text here. It doesn't like that. So I do know that. So you can't just replace that with like file dot text, and then you can't replace this with C Windows. Yeah, it's not gonna like any of that. It's not gonna know what you're talking about. Equals 3. Yeah, it just doesn't like that. So you might be right as far as how it interprets it, but it's not going to allow those substitutions. So it's not going to allow you to substitute this for a path and this for the file. So, but that may very well be what that intends to represent. So I hope all that made sense. But I think you might have the right idea. If you don't get anything else from that, just understand that dollar sign and that underscore, the dollar sign and the underscore are the things that matter. And then that dot is going to link the object to its properties or method. What if you have get run event and another similar command? No, it's not. That's the thing. So the dollar sign is just, it is what it is. Well, that is not, it is and it's not. So shorthand, when people say shorthand in PowerShell, they mean like you have get when events, get event log. I don't want to do security because I don't want to expose my stuff. So you can do where object there, right? And I want to show you the results actually. Okay, it's not doing it. So you do that, but you can also do question mark here. Same thing. So that's kind of like what they mean by shorthand. Yes, in a way, that's shorthand because it's shorthanding this, but it's one of those things where it's like you can't replace it with anything else. So it's one of those forced shorthands. Like you have to do that. They don't give you another option. So that's just the only thing like that. As long as you just keep that in mind about that one little symbol, you'll be good. Good stuff though. Good discussions. So yes, in a way it's shorthand, but it's one of those shorthand things where it's like that is what you will do, or you're gonna get blood all over the place. So I think we got this one right. PowerShell is awesome, bro. What? It is. It's just yeah, it is. What is the UTC time created for the first network events? All right. So 3 is network events. But what is get event path referred to? Let's go back. What is this? Oh, so get when event. Like what are those commands called? Is it get event considered a variable, for instance? So get when event is something, it's called a commandlet, but you can just consider commandlets commands. I don't know why they even call them commandlets. You can get a list of commandlets like get command, and then they'll show you all of the commandlets for PowerShell, right? So no, it's not considered a variable. It's just a regular command. Path, you can think of path like, let's just say you're on Linux, right? And you did ps tech elf. I really don't fit there. If you did mmap on box.mmap. So it's kind of like your flag there. So it's, yeah, your path is like your flag. So you do mmap on. So after you do your on, like your flag there, it expects a value. It's the same thing with the PowerShell. So get when event path filtering.eptext. So they're following the same kind of concept as Linux in that this is more of a flag. The only exception there, like, they don't do two of these. They only do one of these. Yep, that's basically what it is. I don't know if they call them flags, but essentially it's a flag. Yep, yes, sir. So that is PowerShell for you. And again, PowerShell, I think the essence of PowerShell, like, you can do a lot of stuff with Windows now very easily without knowing code or without knowing scripting. For the last one, for instance, service would be a physical thing such as a program or a file. Let's go back and let's see. So yes. So this would be your after path. This would be like your the object or the file or the whatever that you're referencing. Let me come up with another command that I know. Get child item. You do just force here, and that means like give me everything. You could do like file, I think, and then you could do event. So force and file don't go together because, or whatever the case, but same thing here. File, filtering, and then it'll just give you that one. Or you can just do get child item and then get everything. Don't need to be showing everything in there, but see if I revealed too much. No, I didn't. It's fine. I don't know. I'm really, yeah, you get it. I don't want to show my files, but yeah. Okay, so the N represents a flag. Again, that may be true. I've never went that deep into it, but I do know that, like, yeah. The dot slash. So this is basically this. You could just do this as well. User, OneDrive, documents, filtering. Same thing. So that dot slash is just like this folder and then, you know, slash, whatever the case. Yeah, you're right on the other two, flag and then commandlet. Yep. I should do like I can get really deep into PowerShell. Like, we're only scratching the surface here. Like, I could get really deep into PowerShell. And if you know any other languages, it's really not. Once you get past the whole object oriented thing where everything is an object, everything else kind of like falls into place. So just understanding that. Good stuff though, man. Good questions. All right, so let us keep going here. Not you. What is the UTC time? Sweet, I learned something new. Yeah, man, you should hit me up offline, man, and we could definitely talk more about PowerShell because it's a skill that is it's just like Bash. Like, I wouldn't want to like have root on a Windows box and not know PowerShell. I just wouldn't. That would be horrific. Like, I don't know what I would do. So we are looking for something dealing with time. Machine name. Time created. Let's try time created. So it says in the challenge here, yeah, I would say like you should be good Googling, but man, it feels so good when you know what you're doing. It feels so good because like things just flow. Like the ideal, like have a chat and get a refer. Yeah, definitely 100%. Just hit me up. I got to work today, but tomorrow I'm good. And then Friday I'm good. I don't know what time zone you're in, but I'm in Eastern Standard Time. All I do is think about this stuff. Like I'm very compulsive when it comes to anything computer science. So I don't get tired of this, and I don't like try to like not do it on the weekends and stuff like that. Like this is what I do, and I'm happy as long as I don't like in the future. Like I might have like mad subscribers, and it might be too hard to keep up with people. But right now, I'm definitely available. First network event. So to get the first network event, what we could do is go back to our command there, and then am I supposed to be doing all this PowerShell? Do they want me to do PowerShell here? I'm curious. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you saying mate one time. And I was like, oh, you bugging. It's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, you bugging, bro. Yeah. So yeah, it's all coming back to me. What is the UTC time? First network event. So what we could do is damn. Okay, so they do intend for us to use PowerShell here. So yeah, just hit me up on Discord. Yeah, and I got you. I think you could do hope I don't screw this up. Newest one. Newest one. Something like that. Something like that. Damn, how do you do that? PowerShell gets newest. Damn it. No, that's not what I want. I'm looking for some kind of flag here. And I've done it before. Latest? I think it's latest. It's not latest. Get latest log. New. It doesn't like that either. It says max here. Maybe these are legacy. So that ain't gonna work because this is piped into this. No, that's not gonna work. What we could do then? This is kind of a cheesy way to do it. There was a way, but I just screwed it up there. Paste. There's a way to do that, but oh, it did. Submit. Fingers crossed. Please work. Damn it. That's got to be right. Unless it's not in order. No, it's not in order. Damn. It's in reverse order. So what you could do then is say sort ascending. What? That doesn't work. Would it be descending? Oh, well, I'm not sorting the right property here. Select time created and then sort descending. I think. Yes. This is correct. So it has to run the whole command and then go back and then pipe that into select time created. And I guess while it's doing that, I'll just have another discussion about piping. Where are you at? Yep. So I got some stuff here. Yeah, so no, it's not a specific ID here. Well, the specific ID is 3, but I already had that in the command. So from here, it's like you taking all of that, which we already got the output of that. You're piping that into another binary, which I think is PowerShell again, and then going into select. Well, this should be select object, but you can shorthand it. And then you're filtering time created and then filtering on sort. And so the first is actually the 7th of January. So we could put that here. Damn it. 7th Jan. And this should be correct. Word. Bro, I'm about to cheat because I'm ready to move on. Let's see what the hell's wrong. You see that? My times are screwed up. 34, 31, 40, 37, 26. Yeah. Yeah, PowerShell is pretty cool, man. For reals. You can just have a whole bunch of pipes. Which if you're hunting, these pipes are going to be, so if you're threat hunting, right, these pipes are going to be named something like normal or whatever the case. But like if you do your own pipe, like in malware, you gotta just make sure that you know what you're doing, because if you don't, we're gonna catch you. So yes, definitely. Event ID 3 is a network event. I think it's gonna be this one. That's 21. Yeah. Let's go back and let's put 21 here. And this should be correct. Seriously? Oh no, there are more. So it didn't sort properly. It just sorted based on these. So this is a much more frustrating problem than I thought we would have. Sort descending. So first of all, it's supposed to be sort ascending, right? What? Why doesn't that not work? It should be getting higher. I'm screwing up the difference between ascending and descending. So descending should be the latest to earliest. We're gonna get it right. Yes, I could use others. Yeah, so this is a little bit frustrating here. Created the first network event. Did it tell you how to do that? So what you could do, which I'm very reluctant to do, is you could change. I've never had this issue before though, but you can change the format to this, which this isn't really that type of a live stream. So I wasn't gonna go into all of that. What if I did that? Would it just give me like dates without the time? I think it would. I'm just doing some testing here. I want to move on, man. So I'm going to cheat here, but I mean, I typically normally would try to like figure this out. But I do want to get through, and we're running short on time here. It's 6:25. But typically what I would do is I would probably, I would convert that time into epoch time if I was having a problem like that, and then sort it that way so that I know like epoch time is like all in one. And then once I sort it like that, I could just get the ID of that first one and then convert the time back to regular, and then I'll get that time. But it's not worth it, man. Not right now. What is it for? Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want that. What the hell? Is this it? Thought it would be it. What? No, this is not where I want to be. Task 4 is where I want to be at. What is this? Task 7. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Damn it. So, investigation 4. What? I'm definitely not finding this right now. Oh, here it is. So it's on the 6th. Damn, we didn't even. So I must be doing my command wrong. Cause I didn't even get anything for the 6th. So we started with. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to figure out. I did something wrong there. I was not expecting anything on the 6th. But whatever. This is this how they want it? Okay, even the time was like, they wanted it like that. Practical investigations. We have not gotten into seams yet, and it's been an hour and 30 minutes almost. So we're gonna just stop with sysmon and just understand that these are like very important to know, or whatever the case. I'll probably do another video on more of that. We gotta get into seams, because we actually got a question from one of the subscribers, and the question was, what is the quickest or what is the recommended way to learn seams? There's really no recommended actual path like to learning Splunk or Kibana or anything like that. You just have to work with one and then work with another one. And you really don't get that if you don't already work in the field. It's hard to get what you need out of a seam, because I'll tell you, when I first showed up to my current workplace, I've been there for about 6 years now. They put they put me on the SIEM, and I didn't have any training on it. I was just told to figure it out. That's all we had. And so I clicked around and stuff like that. It was QRadar, by the way. And I clicked around. It's different, and you need to learn the syntax. Yeah. So I clicked around and stuff like that, and I knew it within a day. They let me just play around with it and see what I could find. And to be fair, a SIEM is supposed to be, for the most part, user-friendly. Even Splunk. Splunk is supposed to be user-friendly in that it may be a little bit harder for you if you're not like super good with the syntax, but you should be able to use it. If you don't have experience, you should be able to use it with a little Googling. To refer to the moderate attack matrix, it is funny that you mentioned that, because if you go to, what is the thing? Damn it. I think it's car. Or is this regular car? Oh, it's just regular car. So if we go here, right? My cyber analytics repository, right? And then you go, yeah. Yep, I agree. So if you go here and then you go to coverage comparison, I think. Yes. For each of these technique IDs, which this isn't the video for that, but I'm just kind of showing you because we're talking about SIEMs. You have Splunk here, you have Sigma rules as well, whatever the case. But what you can do if let's just say, for example, you are using Kibana or some kind of weird other SIEM, and you need to run this command, right? Impair defenses. You can take this Sigma rule, a new client in the Splunk, new client as in okay, like as in like, got you. Yeah. Splunk is I think for me, Splunk is probably the best. So you can copy this Sigma rule and go to uncoder. Damn it, I spelled it wrong. Uncoder.io, I think. Yes. And then you can convert that Sigma rule, accept cookies, bro. And you can convert that Sigma rule. Well, so we already had Splunk there, but let's just say we use, is QRadar here? Thought it was. QRadar is not here. Any one of these. Let's see what else you have there. CrowdStrike. Let's see, you had CrowdStrike. Translate. They don't have CrowdStrike there. But you see how this works. Kibana, translate. What? Are you serious? Oh, they do have QRadar though. You zoom up, they have QRadar here. Translate. You have a QRadar of this. Elastic query, translate. You have elastic query, right? You wanted Splunk, translate. You have Splunk, right? Yes, man. I definitely 100% will. Uncoder.io is like a game changer, because now you're doing little to no work. And then plus, like, if you have people under you, or you manage people and you want to give them like a playbook or starting lineup or starting thing to do, just go here, because there's Sigma rules for everything. And you paste that Sigma rule into this window, and then boom. So I would definitely pair the use of, where was I? Did I go out of it? I would pair the use of carmiter.org coverage. So I know I'm doing this backwards, but compare the carmiter.org and get the Sigma rule for whatever technique ID that you're hunting, and then go into uncoder.io, paste your Sigma rule here, and then you have all of these as well as QRadar, Elastic, Splunk, etc. Right? Yes, sir. But I will caution you by saying that in a lot of cases, your data field may not match. The data field here may not match what is in your big data platform, or if you just have like some regular stuff going on, it may not match the way that you're ingesting logs or how you're tagging them. So I would just say that is the only thing that you have to like look at. But other than that, okay, so that's good. So you wouldn't have to worry about that. At work, we can't just take this because we're tagging like index, maybe, I don't know, maybe not index. Let's go back. For Splunk, let's see, bad example here, but it may refer to a user as a username or command set as a command or whatever. Yeah, so that's a very small problem to deal with, because you can have a second script on the back end to translate this into something, but at least you have the syntax going and you're not like stumbling over syntax. It's already got your syntax for you. So yeah, I do think that this site is super dope. Definitely use that a lot, especially for people that is this it? Especially for like our newer, like you said, you're onboarding a client for Splunk. One of the things is like at the end of the day, you can sell it to the the upper management all day long. But at the end of the day, if the analysts and the people that are supposed to be using Splunk aren't adopting Splunk, if they're just finding everything wrong with Splunk, then it's going to be hard for you. So, yeah, you might need to edit the data fields. It's registry related activity, host centric or network centric. We're just gonna say host centric here. It's VPN related, network centric. Log. What are we even doing? I just started doing this. Okay, so we're talking about seams. So I think we get what seams are. Basically, security information and event management. You're gonna have logs there, etc. Right? I just named a few, so if you don't get what a seam is, just Google that. I actually want to get more technical than that. So we'll do elk. So commonly, elk is the correct terminology, but we just say Kibana because the K in elk is Kibana, and that is what your analyst or your threat hunters, that's what they will interact with, right? Oh, you're doing it solo. Man, damn. Yeah, I would definitely on the back end, in addition to all of the planning and the managerial stuff you have to do, make sure that the people that are touching the keyboard have a good starting point, like queries that they can run. Because, oh, sweet. Yeah, I am not good with that stuff. The architecture and setting it up. I'll set it up and then forget it immediately. I'm not a good setup guy. I wish I was, because if I was, I would have my stuff in my room, like in my lab here, set up well to the point where I was good, but I don't. I do have a what do you call it? Like a kind of a logger for events at my house, but like I literally just like went to detection labs. Okay, Blue Team Labs. Yeah, okay. I just went to the detection labs and just downloaded their stuff and ran their commands, and I was fine. But if I want to do anything else with it, then I'm screwed, kind of. Incident handling scenario. US-based Cyber T has been monitoring the VPN logs of employees, anomalies in the VPN activities. So this will be considered an anomaly here because this is way bigger than everything else. So whatever, I don't know. I guess that's it for that one. Okay, yeah. I come from my background before cybersecurity. My background was in radio communications, basically not related at all. And so when I was thrown into it, I was told to be an expert in Windows. When I first was thrown into this job, bro, they were like, you are going to be an expert in Windows, everything. And we don't have any training for you. We don't have a structure for you. So not only are you going to have to learn Windows, but you're going to have to learn a repeatable structure to train other people. And so a ton of bricks was laid on my shoulders when I first got into this. I didn't appreciate it at the time, but now I appreciate it. But with that came just a lot of PowerShell, a lot of Bash, a lot of like looking at malware, a lot of looking at legitimate stuff, and etc. So I do have some weaknesses in my game. So Elasticsearch, Logstash, I don't want to go into this too much because this is not relevant to threat hunting. It's more relevant to the setup, but just understand that Elastic is your search engine, and you need a search engine to power Kibana. And then your Logstash is going to kind of take the data that you're ingesting and make sure that they're parsed correctly. Whatever. Then Beats kind of like, like it says, it ships your data, whatever the case. So you can imagine it. Well, I guess you can imagine it just like this, actually. Beats to Logstash to the search, and then Kibana accesses the search. I've been in cyber for 1 year. Oh, shit. Network and IT service desk SOC analyst. Yeah, so your path here is the dream that a lot of people would like. And I would tell you here, it used to be common to go this route, but like it's really hard now to go from IT service desk to anything in security. And the reason is because like as soon as people got the opportunity to do that here in America, like everybody went for it. But like now it's like now they want way like people that are way more technical, that got way more to offer than up front. Now that's not to say that people that are at a service desk don't have anything to offer. It's more like they want people with really deep computer science knowledge now, because of I don't know why. Actually, don't shoot the messenger. But next role, pen tester. Yeah, just make sure that's what you want to do, man, and whatever the case, and yeah, go for it. But yeah, this is how it's set up. Beats, Logstash. I don't even think that's really relevant here. Yeah, me too. As you see it, Logstash is used to visualize the data. That's going to be a nay. This is the visualization. Elasticstash supports all data apart from. I'm going to say yay here and guessing. Okay, nay. I didn't know that. Elasticstash. What the hell is Elasticstash? The fuck? The fuck, boy? Fuck is you doing? I'm lucky, but I also put in the work in outside of work. You see it. We got to. Definitely got to. Elasticstash is not a thing. They meant Elasticsearch. But yeah, Elasticsearch definitely does not support anything outside of JSON. And the reason is Elasticsearch is a, what do you call it? It's an API. I don't know the correct terminology here. I'm gonna screw this up. So do your own research here. But it's an API thingy. What's the word there? Just API? I think it's API is what I'm looking for. Or something. I don't know. But you get it, I think. When you go to it, you'll see the JSON and all of that stuff. Common for stashes. Yep. Use the default. Yep. Something like that. We'll move on. We really kind of ate up a lot of time here. Connect with the lab. We're going to say completed there. And start the machine. We're going to go really long here. So this is Kibana. We'll do a little bit of hunting in Kibana. I guess. Are they going to let me hunt? Or are they going to just like let me? Because that's the thing. Like if I don't have a hunting scenario, I'm not going to do this. Okay, they do actually. So we're waiting on that to load up. Whatever. It's gonna be 7 o'clock soon. Sometimes I miss the threat hunting and investigations. Yeah, I'll tell you, for threat hunting, I was really contemplating getting out of this field because it wasn't what I thought it would be, and what's the IP address? I got my spark back for threat hunting when I found my first thing. And it took me a long ass time to actually find my first actually something that I knew was malicious. It took me 5 years. But to be fair, like nobody else was finding anything either that I knew of. Like we would find anomalies when we find weird stuff. Well, like something that we knew 100% was bad. It took me a long time. How do I connect to that? Do I just put the IP in here? And the reason is, what is it? 8080? 8,000? No. It has to be here, huh? Oh, and it has to be with my VPN, which I do have it connected, do I not? I should. IPA. Yes. So that should have worked. But yeah, when I first, like, it's rough when you don't know your skills work. This is rough, bro. But when you know your skills work and you go out and find something, then it just makes all the difference. It's kind of like, I compare it to like being a policeman, right? Like if you are a policeman but you never arrest nobody, like you'd be like, man, fuck this job, bro. Like I don't want to do this. But like if you're a policeman and you like make your first arrest or you write your first ticket, now you know that your investigative skills, whatever skills that policemen have, now you know that it works and you're competent, right? Even though you don't want to arrest people, you do want to arrest people because you don't want to arrest them because you don't want there to be crime, but then you do want to arrest them because now you are a policeman, right? That's what policemen do, arrest people. Same thing for threat hunters. You don't want it to be compromised, but like, yet you kind of do because you want to know that your skills work. And then I think the biggest problem there too is the fact that these organizations that we threat hunt for, they already have the basics when it comes to security. So it's very hard to even get in them in the first place. So these aren't script kiddies, you know what I'm saying? Let's start doing some purple teaming next year. Yeah, don't just, if I were you, and this is the mistake we made. When we started purple teaming, we just went with a basic flat network with no security and no nothing. Like we just took PowerShell Empire and a makeshift bullshit ass like network with some Windows 10 boxes and a domain controller, and we were like, go. Actually, we were using Windows 7. So you have to put modern detections, modern EDRs and stuff there first. Learn how adversaries are defeating those, and then purple team from there. That way, your analysts or your workers, your threat hunters, aren't getting used to, you know, they're hunting in like real world scenarios, where it's like the adversaries and the hackers have to do a lot. Like they have to go, like as soon as they get in, they have to defeat Windows Defender. How are they doing that, right? You have to go through a lot to defeat it. But I mean, I see it in reports all the time where it's like, it is defeatable, but people aren't like, it's not a walk in the park. Nobody's just defeating it accidentally or finding some shit on the internet. Like, hey, I'm gonna defeat it. Like, it takes a lot of thought to defeat Windows Defender. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Boom. So why didn't that work in my browser? 10:10:58. Oh, it does. Damn. So we're gonna use my browser. I don't like using that TryHackME thing. But yeah, because I don't know if you're. I mean, there's two types of people, right? There's like people that just want to keep the network up, and so they do cybersecurity that way, and that they're keeping the thing available. And then there are people like me that's like, I want to actually find somebody like hiding in here. What's the username and password, bro? That took so long. Why are they making me do a username and password? Maybe it was here. Oh, analyst and analyst 123. But yeah, it's important to make the, like when you're purple teaming, the red team has to work. Don't let them just like get in. Make them work for their spot, because that's the only way that you can have a balanced, realistic outcome. So even if it takes all day, make them work, make them get in properly. Because a lot of times, like what we'll do, I don't know why we still do this. I'm gonna just keep going. Is we'll just let some of the scenarios that we'll make with purple teaming is we'll be like, all right, the end log scale. I'll check that out really quick. What we'll do is we'll be like, okay, well, the hackers got in because somebody got phished. And then they'll just be in. Is this like a, oh, wow. Look at that dashboard. It looks a lot like QRadar in a way. I'm not a huge fan of dashboards, bro. I'm not a huge fan of, I know they work, but I'm not as big of a fan of dashboards as like the community is. Dashboards have a place, but you can't just, from what I see, like you can't just make a dashboard and be like, all right, we're good. I'm just gonna share these dashboards, and it's insanely fast compared to other teams. Like on the back end of it, I know Splunk can be kind of a Splunk can be painful. It can be really painful. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably do the actual scenario off screen, but I did want to show, because we're running very low on time. List 1, 2, 3. Hopefully we got some Sysmon data in here. But man, I wish I could check it out. I mean, I have, other than this little page, this preview, I don't have any way of, and say 30-day trial. Maybe I should download it. Probably download it. I probably download it after the video. Wow, 5 seconds, bro. I'll probably download it. No, I don't want that. Probably want this one. Yeah, I'll probably do that one. What I'll do then, I'll keep that in mind, and I'll just kind of do a review on a live stream. Probably just kind of get it set up, the community edition. Sounds dope. So in Elastic Stack or Elastic Stack, in Kibana, you have on the side, you have kind of like your, it says analytics here, but whatever the case. You kind of want to click discover to get all of your data here. Just look at the stats somewhere. It's just crazy. But yeah, I definitely, I definitely check that out. So for some weird reason in Kibana, it defaults the last 15 minutes. You don't want to do that. You just want to do like, no, not there. Just want to make sure you have the appropriate amount of time. I just kind of do like a year back, especially when I'm doing these like exercises. Yep. Whatever the case. This is VPN connections, the index here. This is all we have. But what you can do is, you can see it like this, right? And there's nothing wrong with this view, but you could click here, and then maybe I just want to kind of see the usernames. So I could just go here and just click here, and it's just, not this. It'll be this one. Toggle column and table. Click there, and then boom. Now, I only see the usernames here, and I can like sort them and things like that. And I can say, hey, I know that guy. So let's click here, and then boom. And then I say, hey, now I want to know the company. So I'll do this again. Yeah, you know, I think you get it, right? So this is the like the basics of the scene, or whatever the case. You could look through this, and yeah, it might be some kind of it might be some machine learning or deep learning on the back end of that, because it seems like that's how people are squeezing extra performance out of things, is they're allowing neural nets to like do the work. And that's why I want to really get into what I really want out of machine learning and deep learning. Is I want my own Jarvis. I want to be like, hey Jarvis, I'm stuck on this hack the box machine. And be like, well, sir, have you thought about SQL injection and this? I wanted to have like the Jarvis voice and everything, bro. Like for reals. Like no lie, bro. But back to this though. One more thing you can do with Kibana, and then we're gonna be done with this for today. I know, like, I kind of wanted to go through the stuff, but like that's gonna take way too long, and we've been going for an hour and 42 minutes. Is you can go to Visualize Library and create visualization. You can use all of these. I don't see it actually. Custom? No, I don't normally go custom. No, I definitely don't. Let's go back. I didn't see what I normally would see here. Data table is what I'm looking for. I don't see it. Explore options. Oh, here it is. Explore options. Data table is what I normally pick. And then I'll choose a source, which is there. And then you have 2,800 logs, which is doable. You can go to buckets, add split rows, and then select an aggregation. Here, we're going to just select terms. And then field, let's just do username. And then, now this is kind of where it gets like lame. Just do 1,000 here. Something, I don't know. And update. And then you'll see when it pops up that Simon has 277 logs, and then etc. Right? And from here, now this is a dashboard in a way, but this is a dashboard that it's more of a lot of people just want a dashboard to sit somewhere and just like immediately, like they want a spike. They want to see a spike when something happens, or they want to see a certain thing that's just like red and everything is green, so that they know exactly where to go. But dashboards shouldn't work like that. You should be able to be dynamic and flexible with the dashboard. So that's where some of my hate for dashboards come, specifically because people just want to use a dashboard and be like, and not do any work. And no. So that's probably the most simple explanation of a dashboard. If you're threat hunting, like this is VPN connection, so it's not as interesting. But imagine like having like a computer name here, or a process name here, and the count. Now you can see how many processes occur on your network, and then you can flip it to sort ascending, and you can see, all right, this process has only occurred one time. Can you show me how the Sigma rule stuff works again? Yeah. So this is pretty much it for the elastic, kind of like the seam part for elastic. Again, you could do a lot here, but I mean, you know, this is what it is. We can go back to the Sigma rules. Basically, I don't know a lot about Sigma rules. I'm not going to hold you. I just know that Sigma rules are accepted in the in our field. They really are. And so again, what I would do is I would just Google car miter, go to this cyber analytics repository, go to coverage comparison, and then the technique IDs would look through these. So let's just say, for example, one of my favorite ones is T1190. That's the way that they're going to get into the organization. So scroll all the way down to T1190. Exploit public facing web application. Click on the Sigma rules there, and then from any of these, or they're .yml, but they're Sigma rules. Sigma rules are made in the YAML format. You can copy that out. Then from there, go to uncoder.io, paste this in this window. And then now from here, you have Elastic Query, translate. And then I think you can get it from here. Translate. Now you have a QRadar version. You have a Splunk version. And then AWS Open Search. You have that version, etc. You even have this one, which they're about to take over. Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. That's going to take over, I think. You even have CrowdStrike in here as well. Translate. Oh, well, they don't have it yet, but eventually they will. Carbon Black is even in here. Oh, I thought it would be. What about PowerShell? They need to work on some of this stuff. Translate. Man, come on, bro. You could come up with a PowerShell. Zeke? Is Zeke in here? Yeah, Zeke's in there. I wonder if ES is enterprise security, the add-on in Splunk. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's 7:01. So I do have to keep the live stream moving. But yeah, that's basically how you'd run through that. And that is a brief tutorial on Elastic. I'll probably have to do I keep saying Elastic, Kibana. I'll probably have to do its own live stream there so that people get the most out of that, because that's important. KQL, creating visualizations, creating dashboards. I went through visualizations and dashboards, so we don't have to go through any of that. Ladies and gentlemen. So let's keep, I did not know that this would last this long. Because what I want to do this morning is, so we're going to go straight into investigating with Splunk. So Splunk is another scene. So I think the main two that people need to know are Kibana and Splunk. If you know those two, then everything else should just kind of like fall in place. So whatever. Yeah. Okay, that's right, because I don't want the other one deployed anymore. So stop bothering me, bro. Oh, how did that happen? What was it? This one? It's saying we didn't do any of these. Terminate. We did like 4 tasks. So yeah, what I probably should have done is I probably should have just made Seams its own video. So I'm feeling the pain here. So next Wednesday, I'll probably do more. It'll be like deep dive into Seams. But like, if anyone needs like kind of a brief deep dive, I've already done Beginner's Guide to Threat Hunting and some other stuff on my channel. And then of course, I'm not the only guy that knows this stuff, right? Like, there's other people that know it. So there you go. I gotta check my email really quick because I got somebody that's supposed to be hitting me up. 7:04. Okay, she has not hit me. Okay, yep, we're still good. All right. I think we're waiting a little bit. Tomorrow is a very special live stream for me, man. I got my notes and stuff already ready. It's one of those live streams that, like, I think after I do it, I'm gonna watch it over and over again. All right, so I think we can access Splunk now. I actually don't want to do it like that. Please work. Yes, man. Yeah, and I'll have the whole day to kind of discuss things. But ultimately, it's really all about getting the maximum performance out of yourself. Even though I'm going to be talking about some weird shit. You guys are going to think that I'm crazy, but I'm ready for that. I am ready. All right. What? It's normally on like 80 or something like that. No, it's not. How about unable to connect? It must not be up yet or something. Okay, it might still be like starting up, even though it says it's there. It's crazy. It says right now, it says the room is empty, according to my my YouTube stats. I'm glad I just keep talking anyway, but it definitely says that the room is empty. It has nobody in here. So now that you guys are still with me, it's dope. Yo, what the hell, man? Oh, thank you. Finally. Yes, that's it. This is it. So let's see if we can hunt with Splunk really quick. This will be a very quick hunt. This is not going to be like crazy. And then next week we'll go deep into this and we'll try to like solve some. Oh, it just logs me in. Yeah, yes, it just logged me in. Good. So searching and reporting. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I mean, this is just a disclaimer. I have very, very bad Splunk practices. Very bad Splunk practices. So the things that I do aren't necessarily efficient. And this is because I don't work with the NetDCD back. What? Oh, it's last 24 hours. Same thing as Kibana, right? Just do all time here. What you will notice immediately in the comparison between Kibana and Splunk is that Splunk is way easier. It's way more friendly. I'll kind of zoom it up for you so that you can see it. But you see how quickly I was just able to click on all time. With Kibana, there's a few clicks there. But yeah, index star and then all time, and now you all of a sudden you have your, what's the word I want to look for? Now you have your data. And then right off the bat, we got a PowerShell Empire payload here. This is just from experience, but I know that these three URIs are associated with PowerShell Empire. Then of course you have your payload here. I'm not going to go through the trouble of decoding this base 64 because I know it's malicious, but that's what you would do next. But yeah, but here you have your fields here, and what you could do is James Brown. That's funny. When you get into any scene, first thing you have to do is kind of discover the data. Source name. So you have all your stuff here. PowerShell Empire, we already found the malicious PowerShell, so we didn't have to do any work. But if you wanted to just go into, yeah, it's encoded in base64. We can decode it really quick if you're interested in that. That would be actually not bad. But just like we went through kind of, we went through sysmon earlier. We have sysmon here as well. We can just focus on event ID 3, and these are our connections. Just like we studied earlier, right? It all comes together. Network connection detected. DNS.exe made a connection. Yeah, we don't care, but that's just what happened, right? So we go out of there. Let's go back though. So yeah, we have syslog. We should have syslog as well. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. Let's go back. Let's click source name. Oh, we don't have syslog actually, but we have sysmon, because I know those terms get confused sometimes. But syslog being Linux mostly, nearly all of that. But yeah, if we go and we say, okay, let's just click this, and how do you get that to be? Damn, why is it like that? I don't know why this is like this. Okay, I think this is how I'm just gonna have to do it. You can do copy there and then clear and echo. All nice work, hacker man. All of that. Ah, that's ugly. And then so you would take this in the cyber chef, but I didn't do it that way. Base64-D, and then you got to see the payload here. And this is PowerShell basically, obviously, because it was encoded PowerShell, right? But there should be an IP somewhere in here. Where are you? So there's your URI. There's an IP in here. I don't see it. Dang, bro. It's somewhere in here. Not on that row, not on that row, not on that row. Not on that row, or that row, or that row. Okay, I don't see the IP here. Damn. Oh, it might be in here actually. Let's see. Get string, copy. Yeah, there's your IP. Yeah, I mean, we all get it confused, man. So there's your IP in there. So you can break this up, but let me just tell you right now, like, this isn't, this is kind of to show you that C2s like to encode their commands and things like that. But it's a lot. You have to go through a lot to get anything out of that normally. The edit via network log or reaching out to XIP. Yeah, you're right. Which you probably could find that in this. I just basically wanted to show everybody kind of the power of Splunk, or whatever the case. If you did, let's say we wanted to go back to sysmon though. So we'll do source name, sysmon. And then you wanted to just do like, why is it doing that? Don't do that. Oh, I guess it's just, must be a new version of Splunk. Stats count by event ID. and then you click this magnifying glass. It just shows you like a nice little thing here. And then if you wanted to visualize that, it shows you like in a nice little graph that you can give your boss. And then if you notice, yeah, I think you get where it's going, right? Or whatever. So over however long, you know, you get it. So this was very easy to make this, right? This was very easy to make this dashboard or this visualization, or whatever the case. This would have taken like 20 clicks in Kibana, but not here. If you want to do something more pertinent though, so let's just say you want to like do something just a little bit more technical there. What you could do is say, okay, well, do we have Sysmon here? We do. So with Sysmon, again, event ID 1 is kind of like my joint, is like kind of like my go-to. So if you wanted to focus on add to search, I just try to keep it simple as possible. So these are all of the event ID 1s. So I'll do stats count by command line and then enter. Just keeping in mind what we said earlier about command lines. No, not visualization. I want statistics still. I'm not getting anything. Take smart mode off. Still nothing. I don't get why that is. I don't know. This is weird to me. Let's just take this out. And do that again. I have 2 pipes. That's not going to work. Still no results found. Maybe, oh, it's case sensitive. Believe that. Case sensitive. So you're gonna get that if you don't do right here. Boom. So we see immediately that this is definitely malicious here. Even though you could do this legitimately, I would guarantee you that this is malicious, right? Like no regular person is adding users with Wimic, right? So, and then you can kind of get a feel for this. But just in case you didn't know that was malicious, you can organize these from least to most occurrences, and then you see that that's at the top, and this as well, and etc. So, basically, a brief rundown of Splunk, not too much. That's just to kind of like, you know, wet your palate or whatever the case. Not much there. Probably in the next video, we'll probably go deeper into that. And that's going to be it for the video, bro. Unless anybody got any questions. For me, I got a workout to do and I got a meditation to do. And I'm going to go deeper into like, I'm going to go into my meditation as far as what I say every morning. Kind of do affirmations and then a meditation, but it's kind of like, yo, it's like, I command the best day of my life today. I command a organized and productive day. I command a day of clear and concise communication. I command safe travels from my home to work. Like that's how I do my affirmations. Like I do them in commands. And, that's what I'm about to do. I get really excited about meditation. So I do a little bit of that. And then I sit quietly and like think about what I've said, think about my commands and things like that. Do a little workout, do a little cardio, whatever the case. And I'm telling you all of this, not to seem like I'm just like, you know, this guy or whatever the case. I do that. I'm telling you that because when you get older, you know what I'm saying? I'm 36. As you get older, you need to do things to take care of your brain, bro. Because you're competing with 18 and 19-year-olds with their brains are working like way faster than yours. They're remembering things way faster than you. And it may come down to you versus that guy, right? So how do you compete? And in jiu-jitsu for me, nah, man. I've been really reluctant to do anything else other than this and family. I just got some family stuff going on. I'm making excuses right now. I could definitely still fit it in. It's just I have a few insecurities with how I'm managing my time right now, which is really more of the honest answer there. burning inside of me, I still have that desire to practice hand-to-hand combat. I'm just a little insecure right now, especially with some stuff going on. But the minute I feel like I have like kind of that, what I'm looking for, the minute I feel like I have that clear runway with like family situations going on, because like right now we're going through an extreme time right now. If you follow my live streams, you know what I'm talking about. But when that kind of goes away a little bit, I'll have my whole Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I have my whole Sunday. Like right now, we don't have our whole weekends because we have family situations going on. We don't have our whole days because my family is split right now. This is my nuclear family, by the way. Like my son, daughter, mom, dad, other daughter. We're not in the same house right now, and it's involuntary. We're not under the same building. So once we can get to a point where my family is a family, like a regular family again, boom. Probably get into. I don't know if I'm going to do boxing or jiu-jitsu yet though. But I'm expecting to have stability in my family February time frame. And just like I was saying when I was talking about getting older, that ability to kind of like let out that yeah, man, definitely family first. That ability to let out that cardio and get that out, like with jiu-jitsu, I think that's going to be such a brain boost, such an energy boost, to where like you're probably going to see like this channel grow in leaps and bounds as far as what I can do, the energy that I can bring to it, the ideas that I can bring to it. So just I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. I don't know if you can see those goosebumps, bro. Way better. I got you, bro. I'm gonna probably do that. I have a supervisor that did it, bro. I'm getting goosebumps, bro, just talking about it, bro. Like no shit, no fake shit, bro. Whew. But yeah, that's crazy. I had a supervisor that was doing it. I think he was getting his ass kicked though. Like the way that he would talk about it, like he would come to work and be like, man, I gotta go to jiu-jitsu, and it's like blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah. I don't know if it helped him, but I know it would help me because I don't know. Nobody would make me get into it. I would get into it because I want to kind of experience that side of me. Listen to that podcast at work if you have the time. Which podcast? I probably missed it. What, the Jiu-Jitsu podcast? Do they have one? I don't know. What was I saying? But just overall, just mental, not just mental health as far as like whether you're crazy or not, but like mental elasticity and brain function. That's important in your 30s and 40s, because if you don't have that, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be a provider. You want to be able to provide for your family. You want to be able to gifts to friends and things like that. You want to be able to explore the world. And if your brain is in that top peak capacity, like peak performance, like that's money you're throwing down a rabbit hole or a rat hole. So it's important to do whatever you can. I'm going to share some of these things more in depth tomorrow. Best sport for your mental health down. Yeah. So you're going to have to send me that link in Discord, because they have stupid rules against of subscribers putting links into the chat. I don't know how I can change that, but I don't know. But yeah, all of that. Right now, I think I told you already, I have a boxing bag and things like that. I have some gloves. I'll probably hit it a few times and then get on the treadmill and run a little bit and just get my heart racing, and then I'll go into work, whatever the case. But yeah, mental elasticity, making sure you're doing that. Make sure you're avoiding things that could fuck with that too, right? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your pockets, bro. It's your bank account that you're looking at. Does that motherfucker say zero? Does it say like -30? And I'm not laughing at people that might be struggling. I'm telling you that as a man, you have complete control of that. And again, we don't have to get into it now. We'll get into it tomorrow. Right. But I just want y'all to know that I'm excited about that. I'm gonna check it out. Let's go. I'm gonna actually check it out on the live stream, as a matter of fact. What is this? I always leave windows up, bro. I'm gonna mess around and show you guys some porn. So, I don't watch porn, but I'm just saying like that's crazy right there that I leave stuff up. Oh, Discord. Open Discord. Okay. BJJ India. Okay, gotcha. I'll check these guys out. Yeah. But I know, like, I can watch these guys all day long, but until I actually get in there and actually like get my hands on somebody, they call black belts and professor. That's dope. Are you active on Instagram too? Not really active. I'm on there. It's just that Instagram is like, yeah, I'm him. I don't know why it's not logging in, bro. But yeah, I'm on there. I just don't log in often, as you see. The thing about Instagram is it's so just briefly, I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna cut the live stream. You all know this, so I'm not talking to a bunch of people that don't understand things. You guys are fucking smart. You guys are smarter than me. But I just want to say this. You can judge a man based off of where he goes on the internet. And I got that from George Hotz or Geo Hotz. You can judge a man based off of where he goes on the internet. So watch where you go on the internet, you'll be good. Instagram, a lot of people come there for instant gratification. And so what I have seen is, as I post things on Instagram, it doesn't get a lot of engagement. Now that might change, whatever the case. As right now, I don't really get a lot of engagement. Same thing for Twitter. People come to Twitter not for career advice, as they say. They say that they come there for like work and networking, but they're coming there for instant gratification. And so in my head, there are a bunch of sites that are instant gratification sites and sites that are self-improvement sites. YouTube is both. It's both instant gratification and self-improvement. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter are all just instant gratification only. And that's based on how their content is hosted and how it is consumed. And it is what it is. So maybe that'll change. Maybe it won't. That's my opinion based off of self-research. So, and as you'll see, if you look across all my socials, I have almost 800 subscribers on YouTube, but then like 30 followers on Instagram, 50 followers on Twitter. And it shows because people want, you guys listen sometimes for almost an hour straight. 100%. And we can get into like that. But I'm specifically I'm specifically relating to how these sites market themselves, not necessarily the people that use them. Instagram markets itself. You see this, like there are people with apples on their heads. Like that would tell you, like there's a woman with a cat, like just for whatever reason, right? That shows you how they market themselves. Like if you go to TikTok.com, yes, I don't know. Oh shit. Like you see how TikTok markets itself. I've never even been to this site. This is my first time here, actually. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed with. Yeah, it's all algorithm based. The algorithm is appealing to your instant gratification part of you and not necessarily that part of you that wants to grow. Now, maybe that's both, but that's very rare for those to be the same for people. So yeah, not really it's the person that uses it, right? You could use TikTok and Instagram for good stuff, but you got to understand, like, for the most part, people are on there for a certain effect. So with that said, I kind of stick to YouTube. Okay, yeah, it might as well be banned here as well because I don't use it. So just to understand why it would be banned, I don't know if I want to say too much on here about that. Well, TikTok is spyware basically, so people don't want it in their countries. I don't want it in my country, but it is here. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't care actually, like, what people do with their time. If they want to do, you want to do what your time, what you want to do with it, fine. But I kind of watch the apps that spy on you, and yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna check these guys out. They figure what you like and flood you with it. Yeah. But just so I'm clear with everybody, for the individual. Yes, we can get into that in a minute. For the individual, the tool is on how you use it, and I just cut out there. So I guess this is fitting to end the live stream on anyway. But the way that you use the tool is on the individual, obviously, right? But eventually, I believe that Instagram and TikTok will wear you down. They'll wear you down. So with this Andrew Huberman guy,
way that the dopamine surge can lend itself toward motivation.
You see what he talks about, right?
Dopamine is not about feeling good; it's about feeling motivated. This is something that I've talked about numerous times before. But
so I'll caution everybody about watching him because everything he says is legit and solid, but you see, this is a minute. I mean, this is an hour and 50 minutes. So you have to. I guess my shit is long too, so I can't like call the kettle black, right? But I think for him, I think if you're watching his videos, take notes, bro. You probably not. Yes, take notes. Don't just like casually listen like a podcast, because some of the stuff he might say something, and then it's like. He gets so technical when it comes to neurological stuff that you might miss it. Like, take notes, bro. For real. With people like him. I watch these guys too. They're not as good as Andrew Huberman, but I watch Earn Your Leisure as well a lot. And then I'm a big fan of Billy Carson. Huge fan of this dude. And we'll get into that tomorrow. I'm giving you guys a preview. Big fan. So those are my big three. As far as who I watch all the time. We can go into my subscriptions, as a matter of fact, see what kind of guy I am. I think this will be fun. I didn't want to look at it like that, actually. Okay, so this guy's good. So Andrew Huberman, who else? I don't know who that is. Black Heel Security, they're pretty good. I'm subscribed to him. I hope he sees it. I'm subscribed to him because yeah, I'm watching, bro. I'm definitely 100% watching. So I gotta actually check this video out. So that's one of those sub for subs. Who else? Cyber Monday, bro. They grind, but man, I wish they were like a lot more known. Because they go out and get like big name people. Like they went out and got him, the TCM guy, Heath Adams. They went out and got John Hammond, Hacking Dave. Like they go out and get like big name people, but it's like you see their views, man. It's like it's ridiculous. They definitely deserve like way more. Deji, like Deji a little bit. Earn Your Leisure, we just talked about them. Yeah, no doubt, bro. When I saw your setup, I was like mad jealous, man. Like I was like mad jealous. Like let's go to some of this stuff real quick. Like your home lab, I was like, man, I definitely gotta you show one of your things. I was like, bro, that's like super dope. Like your Plex media server and stuff like that. Like there was one though that I saw. I don't know, but yeah, go subscribe to this stuff because he got a lot of like your dope setup. It looks like you got your own room, man, and like you can do like wow, like I don't got that much space, man. I wish I did. At some point, I'll have that much space as I blow up on YouTube. It won't even be a thing, but right now I don't got that much space. But yeah, definitely go check him out. What else we got? George Hotz, he doesn't have a YouTube, but he has YouTube archive. So there, ITSec Labs, Rodnet put me on him. IPSec, of course. This dude right here is crazy motivated. This is the guy that I got the whole idea to do like live streaming every day for a year. I was like, bro, if he did it, bro, this kid did it, bro, I'm gonna do it. So I stole my idea straight from him. The only difference is with him, he did 12 hours a day. So I got a job, so I can't do fucking 12 hours a day. But I was like, I'm gonna commit at least an hour a day. And so this guy is like 19, 20 years old, but he was definitely an inspiration to me. Who else? John Hammond, of course. This dude has like whatever basketball stuff there. A lot of people that I can just take off here. Network Chuck is dope. Everybody knows Network Chuck is dope. I'm following this dude for like AI stuff. I don't know if you guys are interested. This is my son here. He has some crazy videos on here, man. Yeah, crazy videos. I don't know. They just seem like mad cryptic for some reason, but he's coming up. He'll be 100 million soon. Tech Raj is good. It's one of the guys I follow. It's guys I know personally here. I think that's gonna be it. XTC here, and then boom. Good. So that's pretty much it, bro. I appreciate you guys sticking around and listening to me like talk. But tomorrow is gonna be dope. So come by, stop by. And again, if you're not like really into like some of the success talk or whatever, if you wanted to keep it technical, just come by and say what's up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really gotta even be all of that. So, yep, I'm gonna get out of here, bro. You guys take it easy. I'm out. Peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, like that video is mad crazy. But yeah. But you guys take it easy though, man. I'm out. I get you like your comments late, so like that's why this live stream is crazy. Tomorrow, what I'm gonna try to do is see if I can make sure that I'm getting your comments a little bit earlier, so that it's not weird. It's like a actual conversation. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and yeah, dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man. Peace. Hey.